Y'all are on the East Van Dan Shit Show. Hey,
Should I
Danny.
get earphones on? Is that better for you?
No, I think you're good, man. I
Yeah.
hear ya.
Okay.
Cool, cool. Awesome. Uh, yeah. So it's glad to chat. It's been a while. Um,
Yeah, man. How are things?
yeah, good, man. Actually, just getting over a bit of a fucking cold. Actually, kind of shitty. I was actually supposed to record music tomorrow, but I had to cancel or reschedule. I mean, yeah.
Where are you recording?
Cozy Shack Studios. Here in Nanaimo.
Oh, sick. Right on.
Yeah.
Uh, did you replace the date?
Yeah, the 7th.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a Friday. It's fine.
yeah. No, it was all good. I kind of gave a heads up yesterday, so yeah, all good. But yeah, I'm like working on my second album right now,
Awesome.
and I have like mm, 14 tracks that need to be a little polished.
Okay.
But yeah, and then just a mix, and then we're golden.
Was it 14 or did you have a bunch more and then condensed it down?
Well, I'll probably keep it at 12.
Nice. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long process. I brought it to like 3 studios. I fucking went to 3 studios, 2 cities, rehab for 6 months. So it was like a big process.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be stoked once it's done.
Is it gonna bother you if I have a drink?
No, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah, go for it. Well, what are you drinking these days?
I don't know, Vaughn. What am I drinking, bud?
Oh, something real nice.
Something real nice.
I like vodka and Fresca.
Fuck. Citrus Smash or a remix?
Oh, you try one of those, yeah?
Okay. Uh, my roommate. Do you know my roommate Vaughn?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, he got these
What's that?
Citrus Smash
Oh,
Canadian Club.
oh yeah.
All right. Well, see you later.
Yeah. So tell me, man, like I think when you guys played the Globe, it was like your anniversary. So like how long have you been guys been around for?
We've been a band for 10 years this year.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. So bring us back to the beginning. How do you guys get together, all that jazz?
It started. I used to play in this. So I moved back to Vancouver because I lived here for a year, 2007, 2008. And then I moved away because I hated the Vancouver music scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd
I
you
went
hate
to
it?
I went to every show. I'm from the prairies. I went to every show and I talked to every single person, especially punk, like mostly punk rock, but even like metal and like rock and roll and anything. And I talked to everybody that I possibly could after every show and being like, do you need somebody that do you need a hand, somebody to fill in, somebody to play? Would you be interested in learning some of my songs, anything? And it was, I got cold shouldered by everybody for an entire year, and then I moved to Kamloops for 2 years, and late December 2009, I got a call from a producer that I met in Vancouver, and was just like, "Hey, there's this rock and roll band, Dead Voices. They need another guitar player. Would you consider moving back to Van?" And I was like, absolutely. So I did, and then joined this band that was already had. They used to be Rio Bent, fucking killer punk rock band, and then they changed to rock and roll. So good, lovely people. And then their drummer Dan Stenning, that band finished in 2013, late 2013, like around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And so 2014, when I found out the band was done, uh, Stenning was asking me, he's like, "So what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess it's back to punk rock for me." He's like, what's it gonna be about? What's the thing? And I'm like, man, I really love comic books. So I said, would you be into playing something like that? He's like, absolutely. So I started ripping out some demos and sent it to him, and then we joined the band.
Nice. So that was like that was when Supergirl was born.
Supergirl was born in 2016, 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be because we had the first one in 2015 was EP in Brightest Day, and then
Okay.
the next one was the next year in Blackest Night, and then we did Tales from 2814.
Okay, sweet. So what was the first studio you guys stepped in?
The first studio that we did, JJ Heath from Carpenter was because I was in a band that I was in Kamloops. The singer was the biggest Carpenter fan in the world, and Carpenter from Vancouver. And we went and got to play a show with them, and that's how we met. And blah blah. Blah. And JJ is the best. So we did it at his house.
Oh, sweet.
I think we did. It used to be called Greenhouse, but it's Rain City now.
Okay.
That's where we did the drums, I believe, and then we finished up everything at his house, I think.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, yeah. I drink a lot. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Cool. Uh, so like let's talk about touring a bit. Have you guys toured outside of Canada?
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, cool.
I think we've been to Europe 5 times in the last 2 years.
Oh, sir.
Um, and then Canada's been, and before the blip, COVID. Nope, I think it was only Canada for the core.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, that's right. Our first time in Europe for the core was 2023.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in like particular in Europe that was fucking sweet?
I mean, yeah, it's all one, and it's all different, and it's wild. Uh I really loved we when we were in Luxembourg for the first time, there was this guy, and it was arguably the best show of the tour. Um there was this guy, crazy mosh pit, really, really tiny venue, and this one guy knew all the lyrics to every song. And I after the show, I went up to him and I was just like, dude, thanks for singing along. Like, you knew like every word. And he didn't say a word to me at all. And he just lifted up his shirt and he had a core tattoo. And I'm like, what
What?
the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes,
This
that's
is
fucking
just
nuts.
crazy. Yeah, he's a good friend. He's a good guy. But like just meeting people from, and it's all like-minded people, which I love about punk rock because I think it's the smallest genre of international music. So it's so small, like everybody knows everybody and everybody's connected. Like, it's not just the small Vancouver scene, it's not just the small Montreal scene, it's not the island scene. It's like everybody that knows, like we all know each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that it's, I think the best thing about touring out of Canada is that you realize it's the same everywhere, and that's really comforting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a connection there, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody, even if it's even if they don't know you, it's still, you're in the same genre, so it's accepted. And like going out, well, you know what I'm talking about, when you show up to a place you've never been before, you don't know anybody, and they're amped, and it's like, and it's a special feeling, and it's family, and it's coming home on the other side of the world. And that, I don't know if the metal scene's like that. I know the rock and roll scene isn't like that. I don't know about the pop scene or the hip hop scene, but I can, punk rock scene for sure. Anywhere I've been
Yeah.
in the world, it's legit. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a connection there. I can't say that for hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, don't think so. And that's just
I
not
just don't.
like
I just don't know.
that's not really my opinion. It's just like from what I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah, uh, just like a lot of people in rehab actually that's that I came across said that like they're just like people are like you go to shows and like people are like hard to like approach that sort of thing.
Honestly, that was the Vancouver scene when I first moved here,
Really?
and like yeah, and I moved away because I hated it so much.
Oh, okay.
But that changed. Like clearly that changed. Um, the bass player for Murderers um was talking about the difference in the metal scene versus the punk rock scene, and Grant was like, he was like, "Oh, it's so crazy to be in the punk rock scene in town." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "There, it seems like everybody likes each other." And I'm like, I think the most of the people in this scene, and I'm talking Canada wide, probably around the world. I'm like, the majority of the people, let's say like where our band's at. I think the majority of the people, it's mostly like when I find out a band that I like gets on a big bill or a big festival and blah blah, blah, I'm usually texting. I probably call because I'm old and I I call them and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for you because that's exciting for me because that's so awesome because we do the same thing. Um, and he was just like, he's like, that's not the metal world, and maybe that's Canada, and I'm not sure, but he's like, this is something else, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, I agree with the punk scene there. I mean, metal, I mean, I think it's kind of divided, I guess you would say.
Okay.
Um, but I will say this, I've met some fucking pretty sweet. Actually, I'm just trying to think of some bands here. You know a band called Gate Theory?
Gate Theory
Yeah.
from
Victoria, I think.
maybe.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Uh,
they're a metal band. They're fucking sweet. This band, they're from Vancouver, Moonbather. These are just bands I've met. I've had on the podcast.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking sweet. I mean, can't
And
really.
they were talking about the scene that way.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So like it's divided in like half of them are super stoked for everybody and the other half are kind of gatekeeping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think the bigger bands in punk rock do a little bit of that regardless if they're wise to it or not. Like I don't think intentionally Bad Religion is just like, what? Why don't we not get a new band or an upcoming band? I don't think it. I just don't think it matters, and I think it. I think they're indifferent to that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like the really big bands, which I love very much, but like like seeing the tour, and it sounds like Sour Grapes. It's not. I'm just like, you're going on tour with the Offspring. Like you can already sell out shows. Like
Yeah.
why don't you take some cool new bands from fucking Slovenia? Why don't you, I don't know, branch out a bit?
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent and there's a lot of passion.
There's lots of fucking talent out there for
Hmm.
sure.
And it needs to be, excuse me, it needs to be cultivated. And it's great. And like the better that like your band does, that's like it's not clearly it's not um dollars and cents. It's just better like the most exciting thing in the world is young people being like, "Oh, I've never even been to a punk rock show and that was awesome." Because I remember how much that changed my life and like getting new listeners. Cuz it's clearly not, I mean, this is post-internet kind of bands. You know what I mean? We can't we can't lay back and be like, oh yeah, you know, when people bought albums and royalties really made a difference in your paycheck. Not that that's what it's about, but then you get to stay home and write music, and you're not working two jobs when you're home in Vancouver. And
Yeah,
that's it's where we are. Again, it's not a complaint, it's where we are. And the more young people get into it, I'm like, man, I can't wait to see what people are going to come up with. And it's exciting, and I want the scene. And by the scene, I'm not talking locally Vancouver, I'm talking like internationally, the
yeah,
punk rock scene to just
worldwide.
be like, yeah, like the biggest compliment of my entire life was probably this guy in Austria. He came up, he's like, I've never heard your band before. I'm like, okay, thanks for coming out. He's like, if they make another Tony Hawk game, I hope that's the soundtrack. And
Dude,
I was like almost in tears. I was like, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
yeah, man, that's sick.
I was
I would have been
like,
fucking stoked.
dude, you remember how much like I'm hearing all these. It wasn't even necessarily hearing those bands for the first time, but that soundtrack as like for countless hours playing these games. I'm like, man, these bands are amazing. You know,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
I just want I want the scene to continue, and I want it to give back. And like, man, I hate to use the word blessed, but I've been so blessed in what we get to do, you know? I'm
yeah,
like, we're not even we're not even close to top tier, and like already it's pretty fantastic.
yeah, man. Yeah, well, I love your guys' fucking music. Uh, me personally, I've been a fan of, probably since the Tony Hawk Pro Skater days.
Dude,
That's probably how I found. I can't remember how exactly I found out about punk rock. So my fucking brain's all over the place, but is probably from playing that fucking game series.
so good.
Yeah,
Like games were Tony Hawk 2 was definitely beauty. I played the first one, but the second one, and that's the one that I absorbed. And that was like, May 16th, Lagwagon, Bad Religion, um, I could probably sing you all of this.
Pennywise, no effects.
It just like, yeah, and it was this badass soundtrack and this badass game, and it was skateboarding. And like I said, I'm in the prairies, and like this is all new to me, I skateboarded for a while and was always terrible at it. Picked up the guitar, uh, and it slowly. I didn't quit skateboarding. It just I didn't find time for it anymore. But I was terrible anyway.
Yeah, man, me too. Oh well, fuck. I was like really fucking fat when I was younger, so yeah, me and skateboarding and the majority of sports, we didn't jive too well.
Did you grow up on the island?
Yeah, man. Then I'm born and raised, but I lived in Vancouver for 8 years.
Okay,
Uh, from like 2018. Yeah, 8 years.
sweet.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Do you know fucking Blue Light Studios
In
in
in Van?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know
We
Nick?
just by name.
Oh, okay. No, I was just wondering.
I might know Nick. Nick.
Uh, I don't know his last name. He's got glasses.
Oh, of course, Glasses Nick. That's what we call him.
No, I was just wondering because fucking I've been meaning to like I want to go back there and record, but it's been so long. And last time I was there, I fucking like made a kind of a well, I don't know if I made a bit of a scene, but he wasn't.
No, no, tell me everything.
Well, the second day of recording music there, I showed up with like a bunch of like naked chicks, and like we like filmed like a music video.
And come on, man. That's so awesome.
And then after that, like he didn't think I was like coming in to like record like a full like 12 tracks. He thought
He
I
didn't
was
think you were serious.
no, he thought we were gonna like just gonna like record a couple, like an EP or something. And
Okay.
so
How
I
long
was
did you
there.
have?
What's that?
How long did like was it being like, hey, I want these days?
Oh no, I was there for like 6 months.
Oh my God.
And yeah, he was like by the end he was just like fucking we're not doing that ever again. And yeah. But now that I'm sober, I would like to go back there and be like, "Hey man, what's up? Let's record more music."
The naked girls, that doesn't mean you can be sober with naked girls.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a big deal, but he kind of seemed a little overwhelmed about it. So I don't know, whatever.
When you think about it, say hi to my mom for me, okay? Elizabeth. No, I'm just kidding.
um,
Hold that spot.
are you grabbing a drink?
Oh, big time. All right, I'm good.
Nice.
All right, talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, man. So what would you bands you grew up on, that sort of thing?
Sure. When I uh playing guitar, as soon as I started playing guitar, in Stettler, Alberta, a town of like 5,000 people, uh, it's because I'm because I'm very cool. I was at this drama camp called Arts Trek in Red Deer. I was almost 16, and I saw this guy playing "Time of Your Life" by Green Day. This would have been '98, I think,
Yeah, it's been
and
a minute.
yeah, and he, fortunately he was like my roommate for all of his kids, or one of my roommates, because we stayed in the dorms at Red Deer College. Anyways, he was like, "Oh, this is what a G chord is," kind of thing. I went home to Stettler, Alberta, and my younger brother had the Nimrod CD, and my dad's acoustic. My parents had been separated for a while, was in the basement for whatever reason. I grabbed it, uh, played the song every day, figured it out. So then I went down this list of Green Day records that were, I mean, it started with Nimrod, their last one at the time, and then I went back through. Like Dookie was the first album that I learned front to back,
Oh, sweet.
and then what I learned, like what Drop D was, even though it wasn't a punk rock band. Silverchair, I love Silverchair, and then my younger brother showed me, um, and my bud Rick showed me No Effects. I Heard They Suck Live,
Nice.
and like I remember being in my room and being like, and I've never heard like drums and guitar just going off like that, because Linoleum's the opening track to it, and just like going off, and then as soon and like, this is the fucking greatest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, but why can't the guy sing? uh, then I was working with Rick's older brother at A&W, no big deal, in Stettler, and I put on a Blink 182 record, and or a CD, and but Nick was always part of the older punks, because I didn't know what punk rock was. I didn't know, very very naive little kid, and he comes over and he turns it off, and I'm like, oh man, I'm about to get my ass kicked. And instead, he's just like, if you like that, you're gonna love this, and he gives me Bad Religion, Stranger Than Fiction
Oh,
CD.
sweet.
Yeah, and it just kind of like, so for like from that point in like 1998, I just kind of went backwards, and so but my staples were, Propaganda, No Use for Name, Lagwagon, No Effects, Bad Religion, Mill and Calm. The list goes on and on, but as you know, there's too a big wig, like there's too many bands, right? Or there's too many bands that I love.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite punk band is Social D.
Social D.
Yeah,
Good.
fucking A. I can't wait till their new album if it ever comes out.
When is that projected to come out?
Dude, it's been in the works for like over 10 years.
Classic
But
Mike.
but yeah, but
Get to work, bud.
He got diagnosed with cancer. I think it was last year, or the year before. So
All right,
that's
I
kind of.
take that back. It was a harmless joke.
But yeah, no. Apparently he's made a recovery. So hopefully that album comes out soon because I'll be fucking stoked on that.
Great.
Yeah, man.
I hope it's rad. I hope it's the best.
Yeah. Well, their guitar player, the fucking what's his name who died? Uh,
I'm not sure.
when you lose an original member, not and the guitar player, that kind of I don't know if that probably would affect because I think he was probably one of the main writers in the band, so probably
Oh,
that
I didn't know that.
probably yeah Dennis Darnell I think his name was
That'll
fucking
that'll
bad with
that'll
names.
that'll change things anyway.
Yeah,
And
yeah, for sure.
not in a comparison. When bands change it after tragedy, when bands change things, it's not about, I don't know. It's not about wanting one upping the other person. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when somebody comes in and just being like, "Well, I'm filling a position that was tragically taken away." Uh, I don't think any real musician would be like, I'm gonna one up this person. I don't think, and I don't. I like I just
I hope that person's not in the band if that's the case.
well, I just don't think that's it's almost more like, I can hope, I hope I make them proud kind of thing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for sure. Um so do you guys got any uh like what's your guys' future plans regarding recording, touring, that sort of thing?
We are writing right now,
Sweet.
and you might be the first online person to hear that we'll have a new record next year.
Awesome. I'm so fucking stoked.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I collectively talked to everybody in the band today.
Nice.
Individually, and yep, it's I think I've got, because everybody does their writing for, because this is the first time that this lineup will have done a record,
Okay.
because Fractured Protocol, Ronnie and Andrew, Ronnie on bass and Andrew Peterson had to leave the band last year, and then so we got Dave and Morgan in, and so this will be the first. Even though we released the record when Dave and Morgan, that's not true. 2024, when, so 2 years ago, when yeah, but it was a record that I like to call it Volume One did, and then so this will be the first record of Volume Two.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, they're shredders.
Nice. So, when you write, do you write everything on acoustic?
Um, if I'm working at a melody, yes. But typically it'll start with a melody, and then I'll put it down, like maybe like one or two things, or sometimes it'll start out with a riff, like Thrown Away, for example. There's this guitar riff inside it, kind of sounds like strung outy, and that whole song was built just because I was like playing around with riffs, and I was like, that's cool, and I built a song around it. But most of them start with a melody, whether it's a verse, whether it's a chorus, and I'll put two things together, and then I'll be like, and then I'll know if I have something. If two things stick, like a Lego piece, if two things stick, then I know I can build a castle out of it. Um,
I love that saying. I love how you put that.
Thanks. And
Yeah.
and then I'll know. Because sometimes, as you know, sometimes you'll have one thing and you really love it, and that's fine, but it just doesn't go anywhere. There's no piece that it fits into properly, and that's also okay too, because the future's tomorrow, and it's going to be great. Um, so don't get discouraged because it has a place, but it's maybe not right now. But yeah, when they fit together, I'm like, okay, those two pieces, there's something there. Now I can start to build. Now I can really like, what should it be? Because it's that weird feeling, as you know, when something comes down and it's almost like when it's really, really easy, the easiest, you're like, this must be another song somewhere because it happened so fast. And that magic has happened a couple times, but most of it's just good, honest work. And it's like, all right, I got these two pieces that fit together. Now let's see where it's gonna take. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I like to think I just recently learned to like when creating something, just maybe set it aside for a bit and just
Smart.
think on it
Absolutely.
and then
Let it
revisit
mar
it.
let
Yeah,
it marinate.
yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. It took me so long to learn that. It's because, again, it doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be right now. And I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and probably ruined a lot of songs that aren't usable because they're not good because I forced it. And it's not, and when you're under a deadline, I understand, but that's different. Yeah, absolutely. No, I learned that too late. Good for you. That's great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let it sit, and it'll sing. And that's the example I give to a lot of people about. I'm like, really? You don't believe in magic? I'm like, give me an example. I'm like, all right, four different people in the same room. There's a song, and they've got everything but, let's say, the bridge. All of them give examples all day, all night. You're working. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's tired. Whatever. And then all of a sudden, somebody suggests something, and everybody, without saying anything, goes in their eye. That's it. That's exactly what should be there. That's magic. That's magic. That's supposed to be what that song is. That no one's ever heard. There's magic there. It's nice. That's why I keep chasing it. And it's also super fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Um Fucking hey. That was good. I'm glad I had this talk with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me on.
I think you just inspired me to try and create something tonight.
Great.
Fuck yeah, dude. Um awesome, Dan. Well, thanks for doing the show. And
Thanks, Dan.
um hey, are you guys playing any shows on the island soon?
I think we're unless there's a call just being like, hey, we need like 911 last minute or something. We won't be playing there till the new year. But we're just writing right now.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well,
Send me
yeah.
send me your email and I'll send you some of the demos I'm working on.
Oh, sweet. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Okay, man. You have a good one, eh?
Cheers.
We'll talk soon.
See you later. Thanks,
Later,
man.
man.
Take care.